It is a gorgeous day. Pretty windy. We're getting some pretty decent gusts of wind, but it is a perfect day to go get some work done in the garden. I think we're starting to get a little bit of late blight, so we're gonna go trim those leaves off and throw them in the burning pile. Yeah, we definitely got some going on here. So I'm gonna trim off all the affected leaves and not put them in my compost. We're just gonna throw them in the fire pit, burn them, try to prevent the spread. So I went along here and I've trimmed off most of the lower leaves. It's gonna give a lot more airflow. I trimmed off all the affected leaves that had the blight to slow the spread. Blight comes from the soil, I believe. So, like rain, backsplashes the soil up onto the lower leaves, and that's why the lower leaves are affected first, but then it spreads and it works its way up the plant. So hopefully we'll be okay for a while. It has left these lower clusters of tomatoes open to the sun. Hopefully they won't get sun scald, but they're looking pretty good. Got a couple here we gotta harvest. Some more over here that are blushing. Overall, they're looking pretty good. Oh, this poor calendula is getting blown over by the high winds we're having today. So I'm gonna have to find something and stake that up. I have this one staked up with like a driveway marker. Need to see if I can find some more. Look at these adorable little bees. Aww. Hard at work. Oh, they are just so cute. Oh, that makes my heart happy. Good job, little bees. Alright, I've got all these leaves here I'm gonna have to toss in the fire pit. And there's some more over here. Ah! These are pear cherry tomatoes. I got them free from a lady that I bought my zinnias from. You can see the pink one out there. She was so sweet. She showed me all around her garden and she said I could take a couple. Actually, she said I could take as many as I wanted of these plants because she had them left over. Alright, trying to figure out what is affected over here. It's already gotten up pretty high on this one. Just throw that over there and grab it in a moment. Oh yeah. These gotta go. These are bad. These are my sun gold. tomatoes. harvested those tomatoes, and now I noticed I've got some cucumbers over here. Nice. This guy's kind of floppy from the wind. So I'm going to push him up a little bit. Put a stake in there. Try not to disturb Mr. Spiderweb that we've got going on in here. There we go. If I switch hands, then I won't hit the spider web. There we go. Let's give them a little extra support. Try to leave the little spider webs because they're beneficial. They eat all the bad guys. These peppers are looking good. Nice. Oh no. That one didn't make it. Well, that's sad. Pretty big. I'd like for them to turn a little more red though. Those banana peppers are looking good. Ooh, this is the wind I'm talking about. It is windy today. But it feels so good. It is just so gorgeous out. Got some rust, I think it is, going on over here. So I'm gonna pull these leaves off. Throw them in there to go in the burn pile. Ooh, I see it, ground cherry. There's some more over there. I don't think I can reach it from here. I'm gonna have to come around the other side. I love ground cherries. They are so delicious. And it's like a jungle in here. It's like a ground cherry jungle. Like, I can't even hardly get in here. Okay. Yay! Oh, there's definitely more up in there, but I am not trying to get in there. Woo! So good. They just pop in your mouth. I want to see if I can get another one. I don't know if I should have staked these up. Or, yeah, I don't know. Like, they're growing down the side of the planter. Oh, that's just a paper there. I just throw the papers back in there to add nutrients back into the bed. There's a little one. So tasty. I'm trying to see if I can find some more. There's one in here. Uh-oh. Just broke a leaf. Oh, well. What is that? I just found something weird. broke this leaf off, and it's got this weird little fuzzy thing on it. I don't know what that is, but I got that. What is this little guy? These ground cherries are absolutely loaded. There's so many flowers on here, but there's already so many ground cherries that are just waiting to ripen. It's insane. It is like a ground cherry jungle. It's nuts. Oh, that makes me so happy. And then we've got the cherry tomato jungle. Like, I'm gonna have to get a ladder to harvest the tomatoes up there. Like, but it's so cool. It's so cool. I love growing the cherry tomatoes like this. I just think it looks so awesome. I've already been harvesting off tomatoes, and they are just loaded all the way up. And nasturtiums are just gorgeous. So pretty, so pretty. And my sunflower's finally blooming. I was like, I'm gonna throw this random sunflower in here. And I started weaving it in and out of the cattle panel until I couldn't reach anymore. And then I just let it go straight up on its own. And the tomatoes and the beans are just kind of like growing around it. I think it looks so cool. And then our pepper plants. I think this is my favorite bed, or beds. Definitely. So we've got Kentucky blue green beans growing up that side of the trellis. And I do have one bean over here, just to fill in an open spot where one of the nasturtiums didn't come up. And we've got the nasturtiums growing up this side, sunflower, the cherry tomatoes, green peppers, and ground cherries. And then we've got a little zinnia and a marigold over here. Some basil, sage, which since the wind has been blowing that way, it's kind of blown the ground cherries back some because this was completely shaded. So that's kind of good. It's getting a little more sunlight now. There's just so many ground cherries. These plants are just loaded. Just absolutely gorgeous. Does anyone else have sensory issues? My feet are so hot right now. I didn't put socks on because that would make it even worse. But it's so juicy out here. Like, the garden's not that bad, but the backyard that I have to walk through to get to the garden is pretty wet from the rain we've been getting. Should have brought my flip-flops out here. put them on when I get out here. But I think my cushions are pretty dry, so I might sit and relax for a few minutes. There we go. Some air. Oh, that is so much better. I cannot wait for next year when I have cucumbers growing all along this cattle panel. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to sit and relax for a few moments, air out my feet, and just enjoy the view.